he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Throwing right away is Dart. Oh, and they come after him right away, and Kempney goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
To the air on second down. Dart taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart going up top. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on fourth down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you failed, I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big-time play for Philly. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. That's Goddard in motion. We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 yards.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Dotson, the man in motion. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now Hurts on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. They'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Play fake. Now Dart. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Picked up by the All-Pro Zach Paul. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Saquon is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 7, Giants nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. With the man out of Purdue, that's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 3rd down, here is Dart. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Crazy. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll go play action here with Dart. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Dart going to throw here on second down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
QB Jaxson gets a hand on it to make the play.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here's their punter now. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Short pass, he's got Calcaterra, and he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he'll give himself up here, but that's a gain of 5 on first down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 14.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
I like the call to keep the offense on the line. From this distance, a field goal is no sure thing, and that's a great job by the quarterback, recognizing the situation. Nobody's open. Take off. Become a runner. Extend the drive. Pick up the first down.
That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got it. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
On second down, Hurts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. He slams it in there, and he is in. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Eagles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, it is Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, here's Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Mitchell on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up to 3rd and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. 3rd and short. Here's Dart. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Open man is Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On first down, Dart. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. A really nice job here by the young quarterback.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Throwing again, Dart. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller, because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's got his man Brown. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and When you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On play action, Hurts. And he'll take it on in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Azeez Ojulari on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
On 2nd down, Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In motion, it's Robinson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. On play action, here's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
I really like what I see out of his defense. Definitely playing with a little bit more sense of urgency, especially after falling down here in the first half. They desperately needed that sack, and they got to just continue to get stops and get off the field.
Here's Braden Mann now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Dart's going to keep this on his own read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 3rd down, here is Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to a 2-minute warning.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On first down, it's Hurts. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Second down throw for Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Now it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Scrambles from the pocket. Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 8, but it brings
and
up
with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. Short pass, he's got Calcaterra. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There is a flag backed by the kicker. It may very well give him new life. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll get about 2. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle.
Andrew Phillips. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. It's slant into the hands of Smith. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It is a big play for the Eagles. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now quick throw taken in by Brown. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And the Eagles are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the planes. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run man. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunity.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Tracy looking to run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The Giants sending out their punter. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Look wide. Get this one complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
The pass. He was brought down by Andrew Phillips. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Again, Hurts. Now he takes off. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 18-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Hurts. That's taken in by Jaxson. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Brian Burns getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and goal. Hurts. He'll step up and run, and he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Giants nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown, New York.
Giants.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will get just a bit closer.
38, Giants 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down. Good work down inside the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Darius Musa there on the tackle.
At the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. That's Goddard in motion. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. 3rd and 5. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's
A gain there of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
So often we think 3rd down, pass. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground, kind of flip the script a little bit, keep defenses guessing throughout the game, and it leads to a big pickup.
They'll try the jet sweep. Here comes Brown. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The throw is Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He takes off. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Giants.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On 1st down, Dart. He'll take off again. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Dart going to keep this on the zone read, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
To the air on second down. Dart. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's third down.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's driving for the goal line, will be stopped short, but has enough for the first down.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here, they leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up first and goal.
Scatterboo is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point is good. And the Giants cut into the lead a little bit.
Giants 14.